Hey, what's going on, my friends? It's your boy, Dave Sharpe, in the house, in the building. It literally is a house. It literally is a building. I am in the building, people. I am in the building. Come on now. Show some love. Hope you had a good weekend. My Bolts lost. That's no fun. Tampa Bay Lightning. We've already won 2 championships in a row, but 1 is too many and 1,000 is never enough for an addict like me. So I was looking for our 3rd championship last night, but it did not happen. Did not happen, my friends, but here we are. They gave a great effort on the ice. And if you ever want to know or see what it's like to really leave it all on the field for your business or your job or whatever you're doing, watch a hockey game. Those guys really make basketball players and even football players look fairly soft sometimes, right? Same way that entrepreneurship can make what you were doing previously look sort of soft as well. And sheesh, it's like, hey, I want freedom. And then all of a sudden it's like, damn, a little bit of work comes along with this. Well, Ashley did the work and went through the training. And you know what's also interesting? She grew her TikTok account, from 1,500 followers to 70,000 followers in a week. And you know what? I'm totally okay if there was a little bit of luck involved in that. I was totally okay. Maybe she had a couple of videos go viral. Who knows? But you know what? Luck is called preparation meeting opportunity. And she prepared. Let's hear how she did it. Ashley, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
You look wonderful in crystal clear resolution right now. It's wonderful. You must have got all your tech issues settled and only never to return.
Oh, I hope you're being serious because it's not that clear on my side.
No, it is. It actually is clear.
Oh,
So,
okay, good.
yeah, it's really clear. So,
Good.
good morning. How are you? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from BC, Canada, 7 a.m. my time. So
Oh, shit.
very fresh.
That's intimidating to me, that word,
Yeah.
7 a.m.
Yeah, me too.
So, tell us about your journey. Was I accurate there with my little hyped up description there at the beginning of the
Yep.
show?
Yeah,
Okay.
you were, especially with the viral video. So I started about 2 months ago, and then 6 weeks in, that's when my video went viral. It's currently at 4.5 million views. So that's really exciting. I check it every day and there's more likes and comments. And that's when everything
Oh
just
my
blew
God, I'm
up.
still going viral.
Yeah, I know.
Holy
And if you,
crap.
yeah, it's pretty cool. And then if you search me up on some of my hashtags or whatever, I'm still trending and one of the top liked videos. So it makes me pretty happy.
Hello there. How you doing? Nice to see
Yeah.
you. Hello. Who are
Yeah.
you coming on the
TikTok famous
scene?
over here.
I guess so. Sounds like it. I mean, 4.5. I mean, that's what is 4.5 million in divided by 300 million. That's like 2% of the country seen your video so far. I mean, golly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Or
crazy if you think
even,
about the amount of people in, like, say your state. Well, I'm thinking of America. You're in
yeah.
Canada. I mean, golly, what'd you say, 4 million? That's a lot of people.
I know. I feel like that's either all the people in my province or more. So, like, that's how I think about it too. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of people.
So think about this for a second. All the different ways in which we have jobs in, say, BC, Canada, right? All the jobs and everything that are around there, they're all trying to reach each other. I mean, how much would a business pay to advertise to 4.5 million people? Every single person in BC, Canada, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That'd be a lot,
If
I'm
they went
sure.
to a TV station, and they were like, I want to advertise to 4 million people, everybody in the country, that'd be a hefty bill, I'd
So,
think.
no kidding. I'm still waiting for TikTok to pay me. So,
But I mean, the fact that we get to go and post a video in for free, get in front
yeah.
of that many people is the point I'm getting to. And it's just absolutely insane that it's almost like we undervalue it because we don't really know how powerful it is. Whereas like a company, if you went to them and you were like, hey, I've got an advertisement slot, 4 million people, okay, and we can get you prime time the next 24 hours, solid hours, and it's going to be $120,000 or whatever, or
Yeah.
$500,000 for that slot. And like if you were in a business scenario and you went to buy advertising, it would almost seem like that would be a reasonable expected price. But over here, when we start as just solopreneurs, before we're even entrepreneurs, really, we're still entrepreneurs in a sense. We have a video that goes, and I'm not saying you, but we have a video, we have the opportunity, just the opportunity to get in front of 4 million people for absolutely free. And it's sort of like most of us who go through the challenge don't finish it. Most of us who
Yeah.
start a business online, of course, don't take that second step, only that first step. How 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 close were you to almost giving up? How close were you to also not really seeing the potential in moving on before some of the larger action started to happen in your business?
I definitely felt those negative feelings, and I wasn't going to give up because I knew that it's a whole process and everything, but I did think, oh, I might not be seeing results and this and that, and it's taking a little while. Oh, I only have 1,500 followers. And then all of a sudden things got crazy, and I thought, well, this is what happens when you're consistent, posting 3 to 5 times a day, every single day, replying to all my comments, all my DMs, and I
Right.
still do that.
Wow. Wow. If you took your headphones out, would we still be able to hear you?
Let's test it out.
If you just unplugged them without, can you speak? Give us a audio check.
Testing, testing.
Yeah. I think that's better. I was getting a little bit of
Better?
a knock when you were talking. We'll make it. We'll make it. It's 95%, and that's good enough. That's good enough for
Okay.
us to hear and see you. We can see and hear you pretty clearly.
Okay.
So did you say you were pretty close to giving up at a certain point or multiple times, and then you were and were you saying to yourself, be consistent, but you were a little bit unsure whether that was actually true or not, whether you were just kind of wasting your time and maybe it wasn't going to be true for you?
Yeah, it was something like that. Like I truly wasn't going to give up, but I did have the negative feelings like, okay, like when will I see results and how long am I going to be stuck at just, 1,500 followers for and things like that. But I pushed through.
Yeah. See, I'm seeing some of the comments come through, and there's this sort of this expectation or this I don't know. It's almost like a lot of people think that they can only succeed if they go viral. Um,
Yeah.
I'd like to, everybody's like, show her video, post the video, and it's
It'll,
like, yeah. We'll get to that. Just read the room and be cool and sit back, everybody. Like tune
yeah.
into the show. You know what I mean? Like the reason why maybe you haven't been successful up until this point is because this is a pattern of yours. You're just like, give me the video, but you're not going to sit here and listen to what she says.
Right.
Listen to what she says. Listen to what she
Yeah.
says. Don't just be like, post the video and then you're going to go copy it. COPY. This
Yeah.
is what most people do who are not willing to buy any training. They're not willing to invest any time into themselves. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm just
No.
saying that what you've been doing up till this point has brought you to Legendary Marketer looking to learn more. You've come here for opportunity. So don't bring those old patterns here in the comments. Of course you're curious, but don't bring the old patterns. Listen to her. 500 shows. My pattern proves that I'm going to post the link. I'm going to post
Right.
the link to her profile. But listen, folks, and I'm not going to say it again. I'm not here to, you're all grown adults, but listen, I'm going to post her account. We'll all go follow her and but let's listen to what she says, because maybe we might learn something from what she explains rather than just scrolling our For You page and copying videos. The reason why we sell training is not just to get $2,500 out of you or $7 out of you. It's because we see people go direct to the affiliate program all the time, or we see them flounder around all over the internet. They've never taken any time to invest in themselves and actually learn something. And they, quite honestly, everywhere they go, they fail, and they let everybody know that they're failing. Hey, I'm failing, need more support. Right? And it's like, at a certain point, don't we get tired of failing? And the way to stop failing is to just pause, time out for a second, and stop copying and start learning more of the dynamics behind the mechanics. Rant over. I'm not trying. I just want to, because this is not entertainment for me. I'm here to entertain y'all, I guess, but that's not what you're paying me for. You're not paying me to bullshit you. You're paying me for real ass talk. And you can go out there, and then we go and we entertain people and edutain people and all that out on TikTok and IG. But right here, it's straight talk. And man, chill for a second and just take this in this morning. All right, ran over. So, I mean, Ashley, does any of that resonate with you?
100%, because I've seen people take my video for inspiration, and obviously I'm all about that. Like, we all do it in the community and everything. But the thing is, you can't know which video is going to go viral. Like, I had no idea. And like the first day, I don't even think anything happened with it. And then the second day, that's when all the notifications came streaming in. And before that, I thought there were so many videos. I thought, this one's so funny, this and that's going on. I spent extra time on it. Nothing. And then it's the most randomest video of all that gets all the views. So there's just no guarantee when it comes to that. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
I muted myself.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times it seems like there's no rhyme or reason, but when we go and we look at and we begin to learn more, we can go back and look at our videos that went viral and have a little bit more of an understanding about why they went viral. You know what I mean? So at first, it's kind of like let me be more clear. When we first start out, like, I see people all the time who have videos go viral and they don't know why they're going viral. And you sort of describe that. And I'm not saying that I know why every video goes viral, but here's what I am saying. That the longer you do it, Ashley, you're going to have a better idea of why a certain video goes viral and why it doesn't. And you know what it usually always boils down to? That the video is just relatable. It's understandable. It's not really, the videos that you really smash the love or like button on. They're not the ones where you just had a huge aha moment. They're the ones where you can really relate to where there's comments that say, I felt this one in my soul. Right? So it's not always I like that. You have to stop trying to figure out the algorithm. The algorithm is you. Dan, I like that. I like that a lot, because the truth is that you're not going to game these algorithms. You're really not. You're not going to game them. There was a big trend for a long time in internet marketing where it was black hat SEO, because let me take you back. There was no TikTok and IG and Facebook and all this. It was Google and MSN. It was search engines and stuff. And you search. That was it. It was search engines, and it was chat rooms and stuff. And you would search. So the only way for you to get traffic was you had to have either be paying for ads on Google to be those first couple of slots, or you had to get your website or your page on those first couple of slots. And so marketers did anything to do that, Black hat strategies. They started building fake websites and linking to their pages to make it look like other sites were linking to them. So that was called black hat. But see, that shit worked before Google was really smart. But Google's way smarter. They've got robots in there that got feelings and shit that are like, they got to like start arresting and stuff in there. I mean, these people, we're not gonna outsmart these. So we have to learn how to connect with people. Shit!
Yep.
Damn
That's
it! Damn it! God, everywhere I go, you annoying people, you're always there. But hold on a second. You're also the ones who are going to be giving me money, right? Shit. Now I got to figure out how to connect and persuade you. And well, son of a gun, that's what we're here working on, right? And it's not, and if it was as easy as 1, 2, 3 copying a video, we'd all be doing it. So
Yeah.
what was the education experience like for you, and how did you transition from the learning to the action and the earning?
Well, I was doing drop shipping before I found affiliate marketing,
Okay.
and I felt a little defeated, long story short. And then I figured, okay, business builder challenge. Let's give it a shot. I have nothing to lose. And then I couldn't believe that training and the way it was organized, and even the way my business advisor spoke to me and reached out. It was just so much more organized than this other bigger training course that I took with drop shipping. So I thought, okay, something special about this one. Let's look into it even further. And I decided I decided to become an affiliate for them, which has been great. And yeah, I think you're
I
muted
know
again.
I'm muted, but I'm like, stop it, stop it, stop
Okay.
it, stop. No,
And
it's hard for me to take. It's hard for me to hear nice things, but people say nice things about us here because we do nice things, and
you
we're
do,
nice
yeah.
people.
Yeah, take it all in. And I started, well, at first I thought, okay, I'm going to post on Pinterest because I was super scared to post on TikTok or Instagram. I thought, oh, everyone's going to whatever think these things about me. And then after a week on Pinterest, not a lot happened. And I'm sure you can do a lot with Pinterest. In that moment, I didn't know what to do with Pinterest. And I'm like, what are you doing? It's 2022. People are blowing up on TikTok. They're, gaining all these followers. And I was, okay, screw it, let's go on TikTok. And then the rest is kind of history in a way. Like after I got about 1,000 followers. That's when you have your clickable link in the bio after a month. And then it was 6 weeks when my video went viral. But I truly think that's just because I was being consistent with it and my videos got better and better. Like at first they were really blurry and strange. And then I figured out my lighting and things like that. So, and that's when learning transitioned into earning.
Yeah. So talk to us about that. I feel like people also then when they start, they feel like it's gotta be weird and look weird forever. And I love how you pointed
Yeah.
out how your videos were weird and they looked weird and awkward and blurry and all this kind of stuff. Talk to us about getting out of that awkward. It's like a baby who's walking and looks just
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous for the first month or so, or
Totally.
where they're just like, and you just you everybody looks like that doing something new. Can you explain that particular phase and then how you feel like you got out of it?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, the way my house is, I have this where I am right now, it's this little desk built in cubby. So whenever my boyfriend was at the gym, I would just secretively film myself because I didn't want him to see me. And the lighting here is terrible. And then I
Yeah.
thought, okay, this is silly. I transitioned downstairs by the window. That was even better. And then straight up, I was like, here I am filming videos. So this is what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
that's fine. And or sometimes I'll say, hey, like close the other room while I'm filming, and or sometimes you'll see them in the back of my videos, and that's cool too. I thought
Right.
those were going to go viral, but they didn't. And I think it's just practice too. Like
Yeah.
you feel awkward, it feels strange, you feel kind of cringy, and then you see, small results to big results, and then you think it's not so silly or cringy anymore.
Yeah. I like to mute myself when I go to start talking. I find that
Yeah,
to be really effective.
that's cool.
Um, I feel like there's this legendary marketer in me, and then there's this really average, just regular guy kind of. That's why there's sort of this dynamic between the average be legendary sort of thing, and what does legendary marketer even really mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
like, do I think I'm a legend? Do I think I'm the legend? No, it's that I feel like for me, I have this legendary marketer inside of me, but it's sort of like
Mhm.
a superhero. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I don't always have to be the legendary marketer. I just have to be the legendary marketer in crunch time when it comes time for me to, you know, bring home the bacon so I can survive, or if I want to thrive, it's like, but then I can go back to being that average dude who's just hanging out at home with my kids and stuff, who's just like hanging out at a party and doesn't have to be the legendary marketer. And I just wonder if you at all felt like that, like, hey, there's like, I got to bring out this inner legend in me, and she's in there. It's like a superhero. And I got that. It's like when I was a kid, it was like when I was dancing around in my room and I didn't care about what anybody thought. And and that's who I am on camera sometimes, or who I'm learning how to be that most loose, most relaxed, kind of best, goofiest, most awesome self. And then I can go back to being that average person who in my regular life, it would be kind of awkward if I was walking around like the legendary marketer. Does that resonate
Yeah.
with you at all?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's you saying that there's like a little bit of maybe legendary marketer inside of all of us or something, or if you try it kind of thing. And then I think she just had to be, introduced. And maybe that happened, I would say, after about a month of posting because I found kind of my groove, and I didn't feel like I needed to look at as many videos anymore for inspiration because I thought of my own ideas.
Yeah, this is hilarious.
A bit of
Tammy,
comments.
Tammy hopped on late, and now she 1 minute later. I'd like to hear from her more. I just, you guys are
Hi, Tam.
hilarious. I mean, it's like I'm gonna come into a meeting and then I'm gonna tell everybody how to run the meeting. I love you, Tammy. I hope you stick around and you don't mind me punching back at you a little in the comments, but come on, give me a break. Oh God, you folks, you guys are funny. You really are funny. Oh,
People are
jeez. Hey, just got here. Hey, just walked into the party. Hey, move the food over there a little bit, would you? Hey, why are the kids playing over here? They should be playing over there. Like, give me a break. Sit down, have a drink, listen for a second, for God's sake. You might learn something. Thanks for being a good sport, Tammy. Keep coming back. So talk to us now about what are you doing, what are you focusing on now, and how long have you been doing this? So give us an idea of how many months you've been doing this. So what is relevant, what's happening inside of your psyche right now? What are the things that you're focused on? What are you afraid of? Like, talk to us a little bit about however this phase is different from the last phase that you were in, even if it was just a week or a month ago.
So I've been doing this a little. Oh, sorry. Did I cut you off there?
No.
You can hear. Oh, okay. I've been
Yeah.
doing it for a little over 2 months now, and now I'm at the point where how I started my emails and my funnels and everything like that. I'm like, okay, they need a redo. So now I'm feeling like I'm taking my business to the next level by coming out with an ebook and fixing up my funnels a bit and fixing up my emails as well. And then once I have that going, oh, and the other thing is other affiliate links that are related to Legendary, of course, with different softwares and things like that. And I'm also trying to find different posting times and what works like that, and then have it really on automation for the rest of the summer and everything. But I will say that some negative feelings and thoughts will creep back into your mind. You just need to push them out and keep going. Muted again.
You've been doing this now for a couple of months, and I would think, we would all think from looking at your videos and so forth, which, by the way, I'll put up your link now for everybody who wants to be a part of your network and so much and so forth, and follow you. Affiliate Ashley is her handle on TikTok and Instagram. So you've got new fears now that are a little bit different than the ones even a month ago, you're saying. So the fears are evolving, but they're not particularly going away, right? That's one of the that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make is, are your fears completely going away, or are they just evolving into new fears about, growing bigger, or the example that you just gave?
I think definitely evolving, and even now I get more and more attention online from different clients and things, and they're asking me, I want you to coach me, I want you to mentor me, and I'm like, whoa, I just started here, and I think that's really cool, and I might be able to do that right now. I'm not going to do that. So whenever people say that, I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I should start coaching or something. But it's definitely something to think about in the future. And then so fears like that, so kind of like imposter syndrome in a way, where I'm like, well, why do you guys want to hear about from me so badly? Like what did I do? And then as well as just, will I make more money, and am I going to continue to do this well, or is it downhill from here? And then, but the positive side of me, I'm always like, it's only up from here, but of course it's a roller coaster, so nothing's a guarantee.
What are some of your content tips? What have you learned from having at least one video go super viral? And I would think there's been some others that have taken off as well. What have you learned about creating content? I mean, what do you know now that you've learned from actually now doing it, and you've created a lot of videos? I'll pull up your profile here real quick, so we can look at it and sort of try to break it down or dissect it a little bit, or just kind of see what we can learn. But I mean, the first thing that I noticed from your TikTok profile was there's a lot of videos. I mean, I don't know how many are on each row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 40.
Well, first month I posted 5 videos a day. I'd miss a day. And then after about a month, for me personally, I thought five videos is a little much. Let's transition to 3. And then
I'm just stopping sharing because I don't know if that's causing the tech issues that we're having. Now you're sideways, Ashley. Are you still there?
Now she's sideways.
Yeah, you're sideways and muted. I don't know how that happened. Did your world just get flipped upside down? Okay, now we're coming back. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I can't hear you now. Something happened with the audio. Yeah, the audio is getting weirder. Maybe log out, log back on. That might be an idea. So cool. So yeah, I know her speaker is not working well, which is another reason why I was trying to do more of the speaking. Because if she was speaking the whole time with that static, we would have been complaining about that, right? So your boy Dave, I'm working hard over for you, but some people just, you can't make everybody happy. So okay, we can learn a lot from this young lady, though, for real, because she's we can learn a lot from everybody. People wonder why I do the show. Like, it's like a lot of gurus don't talk to their students, don't learn from somebody. A lot of people on the internet say, well, I can't learn from somebody who just started a month ago, and it's like, or 2 months ago. And it's like, bullshit. You can learn from anybody who's in the process, who's in the journey. And especially, it's amazing to learn from new people because they're fresh in the process. And a lot of times, if we can model, even if we can model ourselves when we first started, Because a lot of times, the longer we stay in this business, we forget how on fire we were when we first started. We forget how little we knew and how simple we made things sound when we first started. We forgot how happy we were when we first started. And over time, in any business or any job, you have to feed the passion to keep it alive, and you have to work to stay happy and motivated and be growing. And so the reason why I love talking to brand new people who are only 2 months in is because a lot of times they have that, and this is not anything to take offense to. I had it too, and I wish I had it more. It's ignorance on fire. It's where you don't know everything. It's where you, and a lot of times you know that you don't know everything, but you're on fire. And that oftentimes can be the most, and this is what I desperately plead with so many of you, every day, to just take action. Just fail forward. Just go put the training into action, because a lot of your learning is going to happen on the field. It doesn't happen in the tape room. It happens, we prepare for the game in the tape room by watching film, just like a professional sports team. And then we got to go out and we got to play the game. And then we review that tape, right? But that newness is such a powerful thing. And so many of us, I would describe it as wasting the opportunity. And Ashley, what I'm experiencing and hearing from you, and what I'm really impressed by, is the way that you have taken the newness, the freshness, the excitement of these early months and struck. You struck like while the iron's hot, as they say. And I wonder, as I pull your profile back up and so forth, if you could just speak to that just for a second, the importance of striking while the iron's hot and getting in there, especially since you don't know everything, and
Yeah.
not letting that be a reason why you don't get started. Could you speak to that for a second?
Yeah, I think the hardest part is showing up. So you just have to do it. People will in all day about the challenge, and that I'll never understand, but I can see where people are coming from, I guess. And I just think just start posting videos. The more you do it, the more you'll become comfortable. The followers will come, the views will come. Later on, the earning will come. You know what I mean? It's just as simple as showing up and starting.
Yeah. Yeah. Kelly, thank you for coming on and leaving a heartfelt message. I love when people ask questions and engage instead of just, right? It's like, if you're here and you want to learn, ask us a question. Maybe we'll answer it in the comments or something. Or maybe we'll speak to it like this and address some real life shit that's going on in our lives. Thank you. I really just felt like I could do this. If Ashley is, I'm very lost. How can I restart my journey with you guys to be an affiliate? And I know I have legendary inside. Can you please direct me how to restart? Well, Kelly, I'll go quickly, and then I'll let Ashley speak to that. I would say go back through and review the challenge material. Just review the challenge material. There's so much, especially in those early days. The entire challenge is important. And yeah, I always say, if you can invest in the blueprints, do it. It's just, I know it seems like a lot of money, but it'll save you time in the long run, and you can come get regular coaching from us. If you can't afford that and you want to be an affiliate, you can certainly do that. The only challenge of that is you still don't really know, and now you're going to go over to be an affiliate. And so, look, but if you have to do that, then soak every moment of each Wake Up Legendary up. Ask questions on Wake Up Legendary, like you did, and we'll reach out, connect with a support group or an accountability partner right here in this community who's not trying to sell you on anything, but just wants to hold you accountable and be honest with you. Gosh, how many more things? I mean, and just model other people in this community. and just do it. Just jump in. Just start a TikTok account today. Just sign up for as an affiliate today. Go in and sign up for ClickFunnels to be an affiliate over there today. Just do these things today. Do it now. And figure it out later in a respect. If that's that's going to be, of course, that's the harder road as opposed to, I think, getting more training. But if you can't afford it, you got to work with what you have. One last thing is, I don't believe people need mentors really. Like when I say mentors, like the one-on-one thing, and mostly specifically the way that people come into our Facebook group, it's so annoying. And they try to put Legendary down saying that, oh, we'll be your one-on-one mentor and then come hang out on these Zoom calls with us and all this crap. Look, nearly every successful person that I know in this industry received mentorship through videos and through webinars and through just watching and learning and listening. And it's real difficult that if you can't watch a video and apply it and take instruction, it's not likely that somebody who's sitting there doing it all for you next to you, you're going to actually be able to go out and succeed with that, because they just did it all for you sitting next to you. So it's almost imperative that you're able to watch a video and take the instructions from that video and do it and try that. And if you can't do that and you're not willing to do that, then honestly, entrepreneurship is probably right for you. Holy shit, Dave, everybody's going crazy right now. What are you doing? You trying to lose business around here, Dave? I'm just trying to speak truth. Do you believe? Fact check me, Ashley. Did we script this conversation out? You could say anybody could come on this show anytime. And I know this is my show, and I know you're not going to buck up and say, but honestly, I'm not trying to be. Do you agree with what I'm saying here? Is this facts, or are you detecting any lies whatsoever? If you are, what I'm saying is, I want you to hit your button on your side and say, that's a lie, Dave.
Sounds real to me.
It's straight talk, real talk, not the BS, just the real deal. And so for you, what has it been like to get right in there and start, even though you did not know everything?
It's just starting. That people get all freaked out and that this has to be perfect and maybe I have to get the newest phone for this or something like that. And if you look back at my first videos in the first month, they're honestly so bad and weird, like I said, but that's okay, because how did I get better? Just by learning. I thought, okay, would I like to look at this myself? Not really. Okay, how can I make this better? And looked at other people who, had more followers than me at the time and who were doing well with their videos, get some ideas. And what Kelly was saying too, or asking, when you said look back at the challenge, I think that's really great. And even the affiliate videos I think Matt does most of them, right?
Yeah.
Where
they're great.
They're
great.
so informational. I learned so much in the affiliate program. Yeah, it's crazy. So look back at those. And I've heard of some people too they're starting a new account altogether, because sometimes an account can just die, and that's another fear of mine. But you just have to start and stop thinking.
Angie asks, do we offer one-on-one training for those that need a little extra guidance? The key is having the willingness to learn. Absolutely. And you know what? We actually see, I want to explain for those of you who are new how we educate in a nutshell. It's not by selling 50,000 different, information products because you didn't buy this one, maybe you'll buy this one, right? I know that might be more profitable to just constantly be hitting everybody and have a new strategy. I got a couple of marketing guru buddies that's their business model. They have a new person. They're doing affiliate marketing essentially. They have a new strategy and a new guru that they bring in every week, and they promote a big webinar, and then they sell a $2,000 thing from the webinar, and every week it's a new thing. This week it's e-commerce. Next week it's drop shipping. Well, welcome to the land of simple, okay? Because simple scales. And so here I thought, and our team did at the beginning, well, we can either sell either be the Walmart of training and have just, something, so we could, no matter what you need, we have it to sell you. Or we could put everything into the blueprints and just focus all of our effort into the blueprints. And so that's what we decided to do. We have a challenge, which is the appetizer, and the blueprints, which is the filet mignon dinner. And what we do is, if somebody needs one-on-one help in the blueprints from the decade in a day, yeah, we have one-on-one sessions. Sometimes we'll even give you one or two. And otherwise, they're very reasonably priced. But to just be selling one-on-one training to somebody who most of the people who are buying one-on-one training, maybe not you, but most people, maybe not Angie Rash, but most people just want somebody to do it for them. And I have been doing this for too long. And quite frankly, I don't say this to be arrogant. I really don't. But I'm too well off to be selling bullshit. You know what I mean? That's not really going to help people. And so we've considered scaling a coaching, like all nothing but one-on-one coaching. But even the way that I teach how to do coaching in the coaching and consulting business blueprint is one-to-many. It's group coaching, because one-on-one coaching it's not a scalable model. It's not a model that really scales really well. One-to-many. We in this, and I want you all to listen to what I'm saying and what I'm explaining, because we also run the same business models that we teach about. And so these are the thought process that we go through. So you, Ashley, when you go to start doing coaching, I would highly recommend against, and go, I talk about this in the coaching blueprint, but I would highly recommend against one-on-one, because what is it? It's not scalable for you, and you're not going to have time to do other things. If that's your only thing, and that's the only thing you want to do is do one-on-one coaching, go for it. Just run one-on-one, because you're not going to have time and energy to do.
Yeah.
But for you to add a coaching element to where you get on once a week on Zoom for all these people who are coming to you because you've earned it. See, there's a difference between these bottom feeding salamanders who try to infiltrate good, legitimate Facebook groups like us, and they say, oh, you need one-on-one mentorship. No, you actually don't. None of you need one-on-one mentorship until you've actually proven that you can follow directions from a video. That's some real ass shit. You take that to the bank. And if you get to a point, if you need some one-on-one help, you can reach out to drew@legendarymarketer.com. There's your one-on-one help. For a company that had 100,000 people come through the challenge last year, we had 1 or 2 marketing coaches that did one-on-one training. We've proven that this works. So Ashley, when you go, I want to add $100,000 to your income right now. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Next 12 months. I want to add $100,000 to your income over the next 12 months right now. Can I do that?
Perfect. Yep, you can.
Perfect. So the way you're going to begin to, when people say, I want coaching from you, and that's a wonderful thing, to be the hunted instead of the hunter. Folks, are we listening real quick? Because every single promise that I've promised in the sales material comes true every single day on this wake up show. Isn't it nice to be the hunted, Ashley, instead of the hunter?
Feels pretty good. Yeah.
Now, how do you think your boyfriend would feel if you were DMing dudes all day long and chicks all day long, and you were like, yeah, but I just made a commission? He's like, yeah, but you're all up in people's DMs, cold outreaching them every day, trying to get them to get on a Zoom with you or whatever, so you can, I mean, come on, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's not a great business model.
No.
Okay.
Think
And that's
about
what a lot of,
someone in your DMs, like it doesn't feel great. Like when someone's like, hey, listen to this.
totally, right? So now you're creating content and building your affiliate marketing in really your e-learning. You're a freelance digital marketer at this point. You can add a coaching or a consulting. You can add a virtual event to your business now. And the mistake that a lot of people make, remember, I'm adding $100,000 to her income over the next 12 months, and we will have her back in 12 months. And I guarantee you that if she does this, we'll be talking about how she added more than 100,000. But now when these people come to you and they want coaching one-on-one, curse. Oh, no, right? Don't do that. What you're going to do is you're going to offer a very simple coaching program that's a reasonable amount of money. They can pay for a year up front, and I would offer that at a discount, or they can pay by the month, right? Why would you rather get the year up front? Because a lot of people don't finish paying. They drop off. They stop paying. So offer a significant discount, maybe $297 for the year. Give them a 50% discount if they pay in full up front, And now what do they get? What do they get for that? Well, you can do one of two things. The way that I ran our coaching program here at Legendary that I just finished up. Now, I ran this coaching program and decided that I didn't have time to do it anymore. So I did it. I finished the entire coaching program. It was a year-long thing, and I just finished it up recently, and we're probably going to take that off and not offer that anymore. But what I did was I offered one introductory intake call, and then they got 12 Zoom, group Zoom coaching calls with me over a 12-month period. And they also had my email address, so they could email me with questions at any time. Those were the three things that they got. And that was a $10,000 per year. And of course, I've charged more for coaching and so forth. But these days I'm trying to sell mid versus the super high ticket. Just premium price, just a couple of $1,000 versus getting into the super high stuff. I just don't feel like for this industry, it's necessary. I think it's more predatory when people are selling people coaching and mentorship programs for, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50,000. They're more, it's just not, it's not as necessary. So when somebody comes to you and they want coaching, now you have something that you can offer them, a simple sales page, and offer them a simple fast start discount that if they sign up in the first 48 hours of seeing the offer, or the first 24 hours, give them 24. Say, I got a 24-hour discount, because you got to force people to make a decision, Ashley. If they don't make a decision, they're going to just think about it and they'll get back to you. Never. And they'll go spend their money out with somebody else. It's not that they're going to save their money. You're not doing them a favor. They're going to go spend it with somebody else who created the right environment for them to convert, right? And so what are the tools and the copy that you need to be able to pull this off, Ashley? ClickFunnels. Zoom.
Yeah. And just keep going. Don't doubt yourself.
Well,
and just keep
confidence is everything. Confidence is everything. I mean, you have to believe that you can do it. But what's unclear about what I just said, I want to make sure you're crystal clear. So in 1 year, you can come back and tell me how you added $100,000 to your income if you thought about it and decided that that's what you wanted to do. What questions do you have about that strategy? Does that make sense about the one-to-many, avoiding the one-on-one, giving them a fast start, an annual discount or even you could even give a discount on the monthly if they sign up within the first 24 hours. And then you can do an intake call. You don't have to do an intake call. You could do weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly Zoom calls where you're coaching people. And then they can email you with questions, or you can make them send in a monthly check-in report where they're checking in with you as well. But a lot of times we think that when we give the people our email address, they're going to email and ask a bunch of questions. But a lot of times it's not as overwhelming as we think it is.
Yeah. I like that.
When they're a paying customer, when they're a paying customer, it's not as the annoying questions always come from the people who never pay anything and want everything for free. But anyways, I interrupted you. Go ahead and tell me
Oh
what
no, that's
comes up
okay.
for you, and if that's all
That,
clear, or that makes sense.
yes, no, that's extremely clear. Lots of great ideas from you suggesting all of that. And I really like the email idea. Like when people DM me now, I feel like it's good practice for what I want to do in the future or as an idea, you know?
Another reason why I say, to a lot of people, learn copywriting, because a lot of your communication, including any premium price sales that you're making, could be made in many respects over text or in the DMs or over email or whatever, right? So, or even when you have clients, responding to those clients' questions. So Ashley, a lot of times what I do, if I have a coaching client and I'm responding to a question, I'll just shoot a quick Loom video, you know, or I'll be proactive with my clients and my community, which I feel like we are here at Legendary, doing this Wake Up
Yeah.
Legendary show, where you're providing so much information and so much value that they're taking that in versus sending you more questions. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So there's a lot of ways to manage clients, but I think the biggest takeaway, and it's something that I'm giving away to everybody here for free, because it's just a pretty simple difference in how I prefer to teach coaching, and it's the group model. A therapist
Yeah.
needs one-on-one. A therapist has confidentiality. There's very sensitive information that could be discussed. Um, Us marketing coaches, business coaches, parent coach, if you're coaching a parent on how to get a baby to sleep, if you're coaching somebody with their dog or pet training, or somebody who's a carpenter, or how to teach a roofer how to get more leads or whatever, that can be done in a group environment. There's nothing too personally sensitive. And the reason why that's more
Yeah.
beneficial for everybody in the group environment is because it's easier for the coach, but also everybody else learns from others' questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
So maybe over the next 12 months, you can add an additional 100,000 with that simple. You know what? What would be even crazier if somebody just was like, yo, man, I was like super broke, couldn't afford the blueprints. Just and you know what? That tip you gave on, whatever day that was, June 26th, 27th. Man, I used that to add $100,000 to my income over this last year, and I just wanted to tell you about it. And then what if I had them on the way? That's how the internet works, Ashley.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? There you are with that sideways video again. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why you went sideways. I don't feel like I changed anything on my side, but okay, here you are back. So tell us what you would tell to somebody who's maybe just getting started, and who, is in that sort of limbo, skeptical stage, or little lacking confidence, or the, what would you say to that person who's just getting started, who's listening to the show today? You can't hear? Okay. Yeah, she can't hear. It's all good. It's all good. Um, so okay. We will wrap up. Ashley can't hear us anymore. And I'm gonna actually make her a custom banner. Um, oh, she's logging off. Bye, Ashley. Follow her at, okay. We're gonna put that up. All right, and then we're gonna show that. Bye, Ashley. Follow her at affiliate Ashley. Okay. Hopefully she can read the screen right there. My friends, um, there's a lot of lessons every day to take away from this, and I have no plan for these shows every morning, so I don't know really where they're going to go. And so each to try to get over 200, or how many ever 1,000 people listen to the replay on podcast or YouTube or here on Facebook, to try to get a show that is going to be customized for every single person is impossible. But what I'd invite you to do is come open and just, what the hell can I take away that can change my life or my business today? Because what this show's designed to do is to create fireside chats with people, to just kind of a relax, non-prepared for performance type thing, just a real fireside chat where the real stuff is going to come out, right? So there's a lot of pre-planned presentations and pre-planned podcasts and all that stuff. And if that's what tickles your fancy, those will probably be good options for you. But I have always believed that the most valuable gold is what kind of comes out authentically, spontaneously in the moment. It's always the truest, it's always the most honest, and it's always the most valuable. And so that's the spirit of this show. And I know sometimes I get off on rants and stuff, but that's just who I am. And it comes from the passion of this industry. And my hope for you is that you stick around long enough that you get so passionate about this that you can never shut up either. Get out of here. Have a great day. Engineering.